Good morning. This is Norma Cowie with a Sunday Thought. This morning I got up really early, and even though I had PVR'd the tennis final in Melbourne, Australia, and I knew that often those games go 5 hours, I had put my PVR to record, approximately 5 hours, thinking I would get to see the whole game. I didn't. I was about 23 minutes short in my recording, but it was an example of perseverance and being present in the moment. Sometimes we watch things like sports or other activities to remember aspects that we forget. The game was played between Nadal, who was going for his 21st Grand Slam, and Medvedev, who was going for his second Grand Slam, but in consecutive years, which would have been a plus for the first time as well. So both of them had a desire. But, if you've watched Nadal play tennis at all over the years, one thing, he just never, ever gives up. And even though he was down 2 sets, if you don't know tennis, that's but they have different game. You play so many games, and then you win. You have a set, and he was down 2 sets and playing 5. They play 5 sets in a Grand Slam, which is a lot. Usually, they only play up to 3. So anyway, what I'm getting at is, how are we persevering when things don't go our way? Life doesn't always go our way. And I spoke about this actually on Wednesday in my Norma Talks, about how life has ups and downs. And, like myself, sometimes you have great times, and other times you have times that put you back and create obstacles and situations that you have to deal with. But if there is an element of perseverance, if there's an element of always continuing, and I find that in that perseverance, one of the most important elements is to be present, to be aware of where you are and how you are. If you're going to do an activity or get involved with something, you've got to be present in that moment. You can't have your mind drifting off into whatever land. And when you see someone play for like over 5 hours in an intense tennis game, if you're not present, if you're not persevering through your pain and through whatever else is going on, you will not win. Simple as that. So we always see everything, I do anyway, as a reflection of life. How we are responding to life, how we're being in life, how we're working in life. And let's face it, most of us want to achieve what we want to achieve. Now, I look back over my life, and many situations that came my way was not something that I was looking for or considering, and yet they were presented to me, and I had to make the decision, yes, I will do this. But then I had to have perseverance, and I had to be present, and I had to sometimes learn whole lots of new different things. And you only do that by deciding when you've made that decision. Now, what most people don't realize, that the majority of things start off making a decision. You get offered an opportunity. You can either reject it or accept it. And once you've accepted it, what are you going to do? Go, oh, well, it will work out? No. You're going to figure it out. You're going to sort it out. You're going to do the very best you can possibly do at every minute of the way, so that you can achieve the end result of the goal. Maybe you don't have a goal. Maybe it's like, okay, well, whatever happens, happens. Very often when you have that attitude and without a clear, defined goal of what you want to achieve, things can get pretty sloppy. You can't play a tennis game unless you want to win. At least you could, but most people want to win. And they do their best. They are present. They persevere. They can be tired. They can have their legs aching, their arms, their shoulders, their back, whatever. You see them play sometimes strapped up with tape all over, which are holding the muscles together, and just keeping on going. Or, it's just one of those things. So let's take for a moment the metaphor of a tennis game is like life. Are you persevering? Are you wanting to win whatever the situation is that you're endeavoring to create or to achieve at this moment? Are you committed to that? Do you have what they call a winner's mentality? And that's perseverance, and that's being present. Now, does that mean that you're present every second of every moment of your life? No. You're present when you're working on whatever it is that you want to be persevering with. So the two P's. That's what our Sunday thought about is about today. The two P's: to be persevering and be present. And I would like you just to think about the things that you're involved in your life, your career, your home environment, your relationships in particular. Are you being persevering? Are you being present? Actually, I would like to add another one. And when it comes to relationships, are you being flexible? But that's not a P, that's an F. But it's almost a P if you just round the F up. That's my funny sense of humor. Anyway, I just really, really trust you. Have a great Sunday. Beginning of February, right around the corner now. Second month. Winter is beginning to drift away a little bit. We've been living in where I am in basically zero conditions, -1, -2. We've had much colder, but it's been hovering around zero for so long. And we've got mist all the time, like fog, cold fog. If you go up the mountains, beautiful sunshine, but not down here. Anyway, we're persevering. We're being present, moving on and doing the things that we have to do. You have a great Sunday, and thanks for watching.